Hi, my name is Nina. I'm a trainer here at Bardogs Zurich, and today I'm going to show you some beginner handstand exercises to start your handstand journey. I split up this video into 3 blocks, one for warm-up, one for balance and one for strength. So we're going to start with the most important step, the warm-up. We have to warm up especially our shoulders and our wrists. So I will show you 2 exercises for the shoulders and then we go over to some wrist exercises. So the first exercise I'm going to show you are some shoulder circles. We want to stretch ourselves as high up as possible and make the circles as big as possible. We also do it forward. We're going to do the shoulder circles for around 30 seconds forward and for 30 seconds backwards. For the second exercise, we need a block, or you can use a towel, whatever you have in hand. We lean against the wall. We have to check that our whole back stays flat on the wall. And then we raise our arms up and try to touch the wall. And in the whole time, our back stays in contact with the wall. You also do this exercise for 30 seconds and then repeat the shoulder circles and shoulder flexion for a second round. So when we start with our handstand training, it can be really hard on our wrists, so we really need to make sure that they are warmed up correctly. I'm going to show you 3 exercises. The first one, we place our hands, fingers forward to the floor, lean a little bit over our hands and then turn our hands inside, outside and backwards, to the front, inwards, outwards, and repeat this for 30 seconds. For the second exercise, we also place our hands, fingers facing forward, lean a little bit over, and then push our wrists up onto our fingers. Also repeat this for 30 seconds. And then continue to the next exercise. For the third exercise, we place our hands with palms facing up and close onto our fists. We also want a little bit of weight on our hands here, but don't do it too much. We're going to repeat these 3 exercises for at least 2 rounds. If you feel a little bit of pain in your wrists, do it for 3 to 4 rounds, whatever feels comfortable for you. Now that we're finished with the warm-up part of our training, we continue over to the balance drills. First, I'm going to show you the kick-up. When we train handstands, we want to do all of our movements as controlled as possible. And the biggest mistake I see with kick-ups is that people try to do it like this. And sadly with this we don't have any control over our movements. So I'm going to show you the right way. You will place your hands on the floor and then try to do it as controlled as possible. Come back down, up and down. We're going to do this for 6 times and then continue to the next exercise. So the second exercise is going to be leg switches with our chest to the wall. For this exercise, we're going to walk up the wall and we push tall to out of our shoulders, lift one leg off of the wall and try to switch as slow as possible. We really want to feel the balance in our hands here. We're gonna do 6 switches and then continue to the next exercise. In the next exercise, we really want to push our fingers into the floor in order to get our body off of the wall. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. For this, you're gonna kick up to a handstand, engage your whole body, and then press your finger in the floor until you feel the release of your feet. I can show you it more up close. So when you handstand, the most balancing comes from our hands. So we want to make sure that they aren't just flat on the floor. We want to have a little bit of a grip. This way we can really push our fingers into the floor or release the pressure to the floor. So in this exercise especially, we really push our fingers into the floor in order to come off of the wall. And if we feel that we are falling over, we just release the pressure. So for the last part of our training, we're going to do a little strength block. For this, we're going to do some wall walks, some scapula push-ups, and some handstand holds against the wall. So our first exercise is going to be some wall walks. For that, we start in a plank position and walk as close to the wall as possible and come back down. So if this is too hard for you, you can always start a little higher up. So you do just a partial repetition. You do this exercise for 6 times and then continue. The next exercise are some scapula push-ups. For this, we want to really push our shoulders as far up as possible. Don't do it with your elbows, we just want to do it with our shoulders. I'll show you what that looks in a handstand position. We push as far as possible. Don't bend your arms like this, just the shoulders. So with the scapula push-ups, you're going to do 6 repetitions and then continue to the next exercise. The last exercise is going to be a chest wall handstand hold for 30 seconds. For this, we go as close as possible to the wall. So in this exercise, we want to make sure that we don't lay against the wall with our body, or just our feet are touching the wall. So we're going to do these strength exercises for 3 rounds as well. I hope these exercises were helpful. I wish you a lot of fun in training your handstands. If you have any questions or recommendations of what kind of videos we should do next, write that down in the comments, like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out our website for classes and personal trainings in Zurich. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it and wish you a nice day. Bye bye!